Think about someone you used to love, not like, not appreciate, love. Someone you thought about constantly. Someone whose name made your chest do something strange. Someone you would have done almost anything for. Now think about how you feel about them today. Nothing, not hatred, not sadness, just nothing, like someone reached into your chest and quietly removed whatever was there, and you do not even know exactly when it happened. One day it was there, then it was not. And the part that haunts you is this: you did not choose it. You did not decide to stop caring. You did not wake up one morning and think, I am done feeling this. It just left. On its own, without asking you. And now you look at this person, someone you once built your whole world around, and they feel like a stranger wearing a familiar face. Science has finally figured out why this happens, and the answer is one of the strangest and most unsettling things ever discovered about the human brain. Here is what makes this so confusing. Losing feelings for someone is not the same as falling out of love after a fight. It is not the same as being hurt and choosing distance. It is not resentment. It is not anger dressed up as indifference. It is the complete and quiet disappearance of emotion. And it happens to people in every kind of relationship: romantic partners, best friends, family members, people you shared years of your life with, people you thought you would never stop caring about. One day the feeling is so strong it physically hurts. And then slowly, so slowly you almost do not notice. It dims, like a light on a dying battery. And one morning you wake up and it is just gone. Psychologists call this emotional detachment, but that clinical word does not come close to capturing what it actually feels like. Because it does not feel like a decision, it feels like a loss you cannot grieve, because you are not sure what you lost or why. And here is the cruelest part of it. The other person usually still feels everything, while you feel nothing. And you cannot explain it to them in a way that makes any sense, because it does not make sense to you either. To understand why feelings disappear, you need to understand how feelings are created in the first place. Your brain does not love people. Your brain creates chemical conditions that produce the experience of love. And those chemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, norepinephrine, are not permanent. They are responses. They are triggered by specific inputs. And when those inputs change, the chemicals change with them. Here is the mechanism. In the early stages of any deep relationship, your brain is flooded with dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical of novelty and reward. Every interaction with this person is new. Every conversation reveals something you did not know. Every moment together is an experience your brain has never had before, and your brain responds the way it always responds to novelty, with intense attention, with the overwhelming sense that this person matters. This is not love. This is your brain in a state of heightened learning. In 2010, neuroscientist Helen Fisher published research showing that the early stages of romantic love activate the same brain regions as cocaine addiction. The same regions, the same intensity, the same desperation when the source is removed. You are not in love, you are in withdrawal prevention. Now here is what happens next. Over time, months, years, the novelty fades, not because the person becomes less interesting, but because your brain has now processed them. It has filed them. It knows their patterns, their responses, their rhythms. They are no longer new information. And when novelty disappears, dopamine drops. This is called hedonic adaptation. Your brain adapts to anything that becomes familiar. Positive experiences that once felt extraordinary become neutral, not because they got worse, because your brain recalibrated its baseline. The person did not change. Your brain's chemical response to them changed, but that is only the first layer. There is something deeper happening, something that researchers only discovered in the last 15 years. Your brain has a system called the emotional immune system. Just like your physical immune system protects your body from things, the damage at your emotional immune system protects your mind from sustained pain. And here is what it does when a relationship causes consistent emotional strain. Disappointment after disappointment, unmet need after unmet need, small hurt after small hurt. It begins to quietly switch off your emotional response to that person. Not dramatically, not all at once, slowly, protectively. It reduces the intensity of your feelings so you hurt less. It creates distance so the pain has less surface area to land on. It dims the connection so the inevitable disappointments feel smaller. Your brain is protecting you. And you had no idea it was happening. By the time the feelings are gone, the emotional immune system has been working on this for months. The disappearance feels sudden to you, but it was a slow and deliberate process your brain ran without your permission. There is a third factor, and this one is the hardest to accept. Psychologists call it emotional investment depletion. Every relationship requires emotional energy to maintain: attention, care, effort, vulnerability, patience. And when that investment is consistently not returned, when you give and receive less and less, your brain eventually makes a calculation. This is not worth the resource cost. And it stops investing, not because you are cold, not because you are broken, because you are human. And humans evolved to stop pouring energy into things that do not sustain them. The feelings did not leave because you are a bad person. The feelings left because your brain is a survival machine that will always eventually choose your well-being over your loyalty to a feeling. Now here is the part most videos about this topic never get to. What do you actually do with this information? Because understanding why feelings disappear is one thing, but you are probably watching this because you are either losing feelings for someone right now and feel guilty about it, or you lost feelings for someone in the past and never understood why, or someone lost their feelings for you and you need to make sense of it. All three of these situations need a different response. If you are losing feelings for someone right now, the first thing to understand is that this is a signal, not a verdict. Your emotional immune system does not switch off randomly. It switches off in response to sustained unmet needs. The question is not, why are my feelings leaving? The question is, what have I been needing that I have not been receiving? That answer tells you whether the relationship needs repair or release. If you lost feelings for someone in the past and still carry guilt, understand that you did not choose this. Your brain chose it for you. Guilt implies a decision was made, but hedonic adaptation and emotional immune response are not decisions. They are biological processes. You did not stop loving someone because you were cruel. You stopped because your brain protected you. That is not something to feel guilty about. That is something to understand. If someone lost their feelings for you, this is the hardest position to be in, because it feels like rejection, but it is not really personal. Their brain adapted, their emotional immune system activated, their investment depleted. None of those things are a reflection of your worth. They are a reflection of a relationship that was not sustaining both people equally. And here is the final thing. Feelings can return. Hedonic adaptation can be reversed. Novelty can be reintroduced. Emotional immune responses can be deactivated when the source of the pain is removed, but only if both people choose to create the conditions that originally created the feelings. New experiences, genuine curiosity about each other, consistent emotional reciprocity. The chemistry that created the feeling can be recreated, but it requires the same ingredient that created it the first time. Something that feels genuinely new. The feelings you lost did not leave because something was wrong with you. They left because your brain was doing exactly what it was built to do. Protect you, adapt, recalibrate. The love you felt was real, the loss of it was biological, and the guilt you carry about something your own mind decided without asking you is the most unnecessary weight you have ever carried. You did not stop loving someone. Your brain decided you had loved long enough, and that is a very different thing.